Hello children, till now we have completed our chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. Now today we will do some exercise based on both the chapters. Your question number 1 is differentiate between. Okay, now see, you have to note down these questions in your notebook and then you people will write their answers. Method of differentiation is, suppose your one differentiation is mitosis and meiosis. What you will do? You will draw a line like this. Here you will write down mitosis. Here you will write down meiosis and 1 point only. Okay? Don't write too much. You write only 1 point. That is, or maximum 2 points, not more than that. Here we can write it is an equational division. And here we can write down it is a reductional division. Here we can write down it takes place in somatic cells. And then here we can write down it takes place in reproductive cells. So in this way, you have to write all the differences. Clear? Now see, your first difference is mitosis and meiosis. Second is cytokinesis and karyokinesis. Haploid and diploid. Then fourth, chiasma and crossing over. Fifth difference is metaphase and anaphase. Sixth is chromosome and chromatid. Seventh, G1 phase and G2 phase. And last difference is centromere and centrosome. Okay. Now look at this carefully so that you can note down and then you can write their answers. Now let us start the question number 2. Now see, your question number 2 is give the appropriate term. Clear? You have to write down only the term for all this statement. A is site on a chromosome to which spindle fiber attach. Now what is that site to which the spindle fiber attach? Yes, in just 1 or 2 videos before I have taught you these things. Okay. So I hope that the points are clear to you. Only you have to give the name. Site on a chromosome to which spindle fiber attach. The term used to denote the number of chromosome in a gamete. Clear? I am again repeating B1. The term used to denote the number of chromosome in a gamete. C. Reduction division. Name the reduction division. D. Division of cytoplasm. What do we call the division of cytoplasm? E. The period between mitotic division cycles. F. The type of division that occurs at the tip of roots and stems. G. A cell component which is visible during cell division. And last is the structure that forms spindle during cell division. So you have to give the names of all these terms. Clear? Now let's move to question number 3. You see and note it down, everyone. See your question number 3. It is based on figure. First you see the figure clearly. See here 4 parts have to be labeled A, B, C and D. Okay. Now see the question. Name the stage of the cell division. Label the parts A, B, C, D. What is the function of part D? What will be the haploid and diploid chromosome numbers of the given cell? Name the stages that come immediately before and after the given stage. So you have to do this question in your notebook. You will draw the diagram, you'll identify the stage, and then you will write all the answers. Come to the question number 4 and 5. Question number 4 is, given beside is a stage of mitosis. Study the diagram and then answer the questions that follow. Is it a plant cell or animal cell? Give reason. Name the stage of mitosis seen in the diagram. Name the parts labeled 1 to 4. How many daughter cells are formed at the end of mitosis and at the end of meiosis? Now see figure. Draw this figure and answer the questions. Okay. Now, question number 5. Again, you see the figure clearly. Okay. And questions. Identify the above stage. Give a reason to support your answer. Name the cell organelle that forms the ester. Name the parts 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Name the stage that follows this stage. How can it be identified? Mention 2 points of difference between mitosis and meiosis with regard to the number of daughter cells formed and the chromosome number in the daughter cells. See here, question number E is very important. You have to differentiate between mitosis and meiosis on the basis of number of daughter cells formed. Okay? And on the basis of the chromosome number of the daughter cells. See this figure again. Now this is question number 6. Given beside is the diagram representing a stage during mitosis. Study the diagram and answer the same. Identify the stage, give reason, name the cell organelle that forms the ester, label the parts 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the function of part A? Is it an animal cell or a plant cell? Now look at the figure. Draw this figure and answer all the questions. Now see question number 7. Again, it is figure-based question, children. The diagrams 1, 2 and 3 given below indicate stage of cell division. Study the same and answer the questions that follow. First, you see the figure clearly. This is your figure number 1. Okay. Figure number 2. Here you have to label the 2 things, A and B. And then this is figure number C. Look at the figure. Now label the parts A, B and C. Is it a plant cell or animal cell? Give reason to support your answer. What type of cell division is shown? Is there any other type of cell division? If yes, name it and what is its significance? How many chromosomes are visible in the above diagram? How many chromosomes will be present in the daughter cells? Name the stages 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So note down this question carefully. Look at the figure, draw it and then answer all the figure. Question number 8. The adjoining diagram represents a certain phenomena which occurs during the cell division. Study the diagram carefully and answer the questions that follow. Study the diagram carefully. Now see children, this is the diagram. This diagram we have studied in meiosis. Okay. See the parts A, B and C. And now look at the question. Label the parts A, B, C. Name the phenomena represented by the diagram. What is the significance of this phenomena? In which type of cell division this phenomena is seen? Okay children, so I gave you total 8 questions to do. Now see, when I was giving you question number 3 and when I was showing the figure, then just above that 1 to 5 questions were also there. So those who wish to do those questions, they can do that also. That is not compulsory. But all these diagrammatic figures are important to do in the notebook. So children, now don't waste your time and just prepare the notebook and write down these answers as well as you can prepare your notes also. Now in the next video, we will start with the chapter number 3, that is genetics. Okay, thank you.